Now, we will move to the welcome address by Dato R. Ramanathan. Dato R. Ramanathan is a prominent Malaysian business leader who has significantly contributed to the Indian business community in Kuala Lumpur and Selangor. Dato Ramanathan pursued his studies in business administration at Annamalai University in Chidambaram, India. He is the founding chairman of Malaysia Nagarata Chamber of Commerce MNCC. He has served as the president of the Kuala Lumpur and Selangor Indian Chamber of Commerce and Industry, where his dynamic leadership has spearheaded numerous transformational initiatives. He has also served as Malaysian Dynavisi Association president for 2 terms prior. He was also the chairman of International Business Conference of Nagarata, IBCN, Kuala Lumpur in 2023. To formally welcome all of you, it's my pleasure to invite Dato R. Ramanathan on stage.
Good morning, everyone. Since it happened to be a Saturday and after a long week of work, I'm sure people are still taking it cool, and because the whole program is going to be a whole day long, you see, until 6 o'clock. So I think we'll be getting more participation later part of the day. And I've actually invited some of my friends over here, and they all have come, they've come here at different time. They promised to come at different timing. Okay, now, first of all, salutation. YB Saraswati, Kandasamy, Deputy Minister of National Unity, your youth say, His Excellency Mr. B.N. Reddy, High Commissioner of India in Malaysia, and then we have Dr. A. Ramanathan, MTA President, he's from Rajchalaya, Angore, Dr. Ravi Veerappan, Chairman of IBCN 2025, co-chairman, see? And then we do have Mr. Choko Walliappa, co-chairman of IBCN 2025, Bangalore. Okay, right. And then we do have Mr. Rangaraj Pandey, who is going to be our main speaker later in the part of the day. He's here. And then Dato Kasi, a philanthropist, very well known in Malaysia. Then we have Engineer Prabha here, Suresh Goresha, Dato Thangavelu. He'll be sharing later part of how to do OCI and everything. Then we have Mr. Sundarajan, the auditor. He has come all the way from India to share his thoughts. And we do have many other people over here. I couldn't go through everything. So that is basically the main thing. So coming back to Malaysian Nagaratas. Okay, Malaysian Nagaratas. We are talking about, just now I was talking His Excellency. He was talking about how, when you all came in, generally, what happened. This hall, in fact, let me start the school. The next school was started in 1963. I'm not sure how many of you knew about it. And it was named as Chettiar School. That was a prominence which the government gave us to say how the Chettiar, even this hall is Chettiar Hall. See? And basically, when we all came here, we all came in mainly for money lending business. We were actually loaning out to British planters, Chinese tin miners, Malay traders. And in fact, sometimes, I think we read for the first finance minister of Malaysia, he even shared that we have even given loan to the government also at that time. Yeah? And we always give loan on the basis of properties. And so much so, when there's a default, we take out the property. That's normal, right? There's another reason why the Malaysian government has come out with nationalization of land. That's where Malay Reserve came in. That means that otherwise they'll be losing all the properties, you see. So today, we can see Chettiars have so many properties throughout Malaysia. We had a huge property in Burma. We actually control the economy of Burma. If we go into India, we have so many properties. Even today, this temple, is such a Karigara is over here, Maypan is here, and also Dato Krishna is over here. He's also the vice president of MNCC. So this temple, such a huge property, see? And the same way we have Penang and every other parts of the Malaysia, we have properties, temples. We do really do, okay, we are spiritual. We can't say 100% spiritual. We also do a lot of, donation and all that. So philanthropies. And then we go into Leboampang, Kitengis, the Kitengis hall. It's actually an office come house. In fact, the interest rate was those days were determined by us. No wonder we had so many banks around Lebanon. You realize that? And we have so many things to talk about. You know, the Chittias, we are so prominent, even though our community is only about 150,000 people throughout the whole world. But I think our prominence is quite big. Even yesterday, someone was talking with us, from Bangalore, they're asking us, how many people are Datos were here? Datos and Tanstris. There were 32 Datos and Tanstris. That's only about, we only have about 4,000 people. I'm not sure. Small number. Small number. I think 1,000 families were, I think, here. Okay? And so we have actually got into the prominence. We have developed ourselves. We are successful financially. And but lately what happened was many of us are moving away from business towards, working life. That big thing which got frightened. There's a reason why we came with IBCN. IBCN is actually International Business Conference of Nagarathas. We want our people, our youngsters, to go back into business. If we go into, today Mr. Lena Narayan is supposed to come. He's the president of Kasi Chatram. He's supposed to join, but due to some reasons he couldn't come. The Kasi Chatram is worth about 10,000 crores. And even during World War II, actually there's something known as Sambo. 3 times a day we were taking from the Chatram to the temple with all the flowers, everything for the Abhishekam. It was going on even during World War II. That was a commitment we had. Today we had so much properties. And all these properties were made because we were entrepreneurs. Imagine if we all would have gone into working life. Do we have the time to manage all this? Even all these properties here, overseas, everywhere, if to manage these properties, we should have time. Unless you are in business where you have more flexible time, then we can manage. If you're going to be stuck with a 9-to-5 job, where do we have time? That's why we always encourage our youngsters to go into business. That's the main reason of IBCN. See? Okay, right. Again, I'm going back to education. We have done so much for education. Everywhere people have built schools. Everywhere, every villages in India, schools were built by us. So another place where we have showed our prominence. Temples and schools, something which we have shown our prominence. And Singapore. Say for example, IBCN 2023 was in different part of the country. Then we came to Malaysia, and I was the president of that thing. That time, we had a big number, almost about 500 people were there, and YB Salas was there, and her speech was so memorable. Even today, you can look at the YouTube. Her speech is so emotional, and because she's so much attached to the community, to Nagarathas. I'm sure you should just go through the YouTube and just check. And we had Mr. Rangaraj Pandey was there, and we had so many other prominent personalities throughout the world came. We had so many, senior speakers who came. And now finally, now it has gone to Bangalore, and Bangalore it is actually going to be headed by Mr. Veerapan and Mr. Choko Valiappa. And one thing that when we did it in Malaysia, I think I should highlight this. We did it in Malaysia, I had to personally go around and bring in the funds, the sponsorships. And I have been, my phone was so much, people don't want to answer my phones. And I could remember one incident, it happened, I called someone in Singapore. First he said, I'm busy and all that. So then finally, I tried 2 times, he didn't answer the call. So that time, Dato Kadrisi was next to me. I said, "Unga phone la ponu pesing apenta." Then he spoke. Avanga pesnona avanga edutanga phone. Appa na pesina ennachu nani kuduthu. Then nothing came through. See, but he was he said, "No, vaisachu enakku nanum panna mudiyadhu அப்படினு ஒதுங்கிட்டாங்க." Then even Arun Alagappan, none of us could get him. He's a AMM group, I couldn't get him. So I had to go through his wife. I spoke with her. She got the appointment to see him. And finally I got, and he gave me the same funds what Chettinad Group gave. So இதெல்லாம் போக நம்ம இப்போ just now also Krishna was saying, everyone in Malaysia, most of them is sponsored 10,000 ringgit each. One phone call, they say okay. That is the commitment, that's the love for the thing, community. And so now if going back to Bangalore, they will share later a lot of things on Bangalore. And there full lot of areas a lot of verticals they're going to share. So I think it is something which you should go. And another thing is, if you are going to be MNCC member, then you should be getting a special prize for it. And then talking about, our High Commissioner, he had been very, very, very supportive whenever I approached him for anything. Very supportive. So, Excellency, you should actually invite us for any trade delegation coming from India. I think we want to participate. And then we do have YB Saras and Sulamana. அவங்க நம்ம கம்யூனிட்டியோட அவ்வளவு ஒன்றிட்டாங்க, உங்களுக்கு எல்லாருக்கும் தெரியும், அவ்வளவு close to us. Any problem, anything you go and see her, she will do. Okay, one more thing is, okay, why the chamber? Now many people we have MTA, why we have cooperative, then why another chamber? That's another question going in many people's mind. Okay, MTA, I was the former president of MTA, see? It has a different objective. I'm also one of the substantial shareholders of cooperative. It has a different objective. The presidents were here also. It's a different objective. Chamber has a different objective. The main purpose of chamber is to develop networking. So that's why even during our lunch time over here, we are not going to give people to move around. Buffet, but move around. See? And today, for example, you want to see Ravi Veerapan, பார்க்க போயின்னு வச்சுங்களேன். If you go to India, பார்க்கவே முடியாது. நீ ஃபோன் பண்ணுங்க, அவர் அவ்வளோ பிஸியாக இருப்பார் அவர். பார்க்கவே முடியாது. அதான் சொக்கவள்ளியப்ப அவங்க இங்கே வர்றதுக்கு he went சொக்கவள்ளியப்பா to enter this program. 4 கண்ட்ரிக்கு போய் வந்திருக்காங்க. இங்கேருந்து துபாய் போய் அங்கே போய் இங்கே போய். He has business in India, US and Dubai, I think. Very prominent people. Their words of அவங்க business 10,000 crores பண்ணாங்க. அவங்க எவ்வளோ, I don't know what's the level they are. See, that type of prominent people over here. So we must make full use of them. This is where we bring in all top-notch people over here. You can share. Give your cards, see what we can do and all that. Indian business people, great to Indian, has gone to a different level. We have to get to know them. That's where Rangaraj Pandey is going to say, how Mr. Rangaraj Pandey is going to share, why should we invest in India? India is going to be the next 3rd largest economy in the world. That's why he's going to share later. See? So this is the chamber. We will bring in prominent personalities. We'll have trade delegations. We'll take you all to India. Then we're also talking about investment. Anyway, also talking about funding. I'm sure later they will share with you. They're talking about funding. They have social responsibility and all that. Whole thing. All this can be done only if we have a proper chamber. I have been chambering for 10 active years. And also for 2 terms, I was the president of KL Slang Indian Chamber. Everyone knows me. And you can actually get to know a lot of senior personalities, which you can use them for business. So the same way, when you come onto a chamber, you can get lots of connections, contacts. That's how you build your business. You just can't do it your own self. You have to, by connections, contacts, that's how you build your business. So I encourage everyone to become member of the chamber and to become preferably a life member, one-time payment only, and then 1,000 ringgit is nothing. See, I'm sure many of you all are all prominent positions. Sure, you can help them. And see, if you happen to go into Dubai, they have a chamber, they have a Sangam, and the same way in Coimbatore, everywhere. So every part they have one Sangam and one chamber. So the same way we replicate in Malaysia also, we have a chamber, different objective. We must make sure all our youngsters, even senior people, should get involved and get more into the real business life. Finally, I think I took some more time already. Okay, right. Now, final thing is my team. My team. Dr. Subra is not around. He's a deputy president. Dr. Krishnan, my vice president. Dr. Ganapati, and a wonderful person. He's the secretary of the thing. And then we have Mr. Shanmuga Ganesh, Dr. M. Ramanathan, Mr. Kumaran, Dr. Kadresan, Dr. Sri Ramanathan, and Mr. Seduraman, Mr. Chidambaram, Dr. Tanimalai, Mr. Venkat, Mr. Vicky, Mr. T.R.K. Ramu, Mr. Valliyappan, and my organizing team, MCs, and we have got some reporters, and Temple especially. Temple have actually helped us a lot. And then we do have participation from Penang. I'm sure we're very, very grateful to Penang people. They've come all the way from Penang. I think we need to give them a round of applause for that. We should also give an applause to people from JB. Yeah? And I heard that a couple of people have come from Singapore too. Yeah, good. And we have got people from, other people. We got so many people from India also. And thanks to everyone. Thanks for everything. Thank you very much.